अच्छा अभी भैया करेगा?
Can't be sure. I'm not very sure about it. He's in Nevada, I think.
Oh, no,
Where is he?
I know.
You don't know, or you know?
I don't know.
You don't know. Acha, Deepika,
Hmm.
you are only 10, 11 years old.
Hmm.
He is how old, Ravi? 23, 24, 25.
Hmm.
So what do you remember? How did you start calling him? How did you start calling him this Tum? I mean, when you first remember him, you must have been 3, 4 years old and he must be a big boy, right? Then how did you start calling him Tum?
हो जाता है सर कभी कभार.
No, 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 no. Did you call him up in when you were a small kid? Or did you always call him Tum? Did you always call him Tum?
नहीं आप बोलते थे.
And then you switched from up to Tum.
सर दोस्त को बोलते बोलते.
Oh, really? How is that possible?
सर वो तो मेरा 6 साल का भाई भी बोलता है.
He is 6 years old and he calls Ravi Tum.
तुम या आप क्या बोलते हो बुआ? भैया को क्या बोलते हो तुम या आप? ओह, तुम या आप दोनों में से कोई एक पूछ रहे हैं. ओ तुम या आप
गुड
दोनों में
इवनिंग
से
सर.
कोई एक पूछता ना. भैया नहीं बोलते तुम या आप दोनों में से कोई एक बताओ. तुम बोलता है कि आप बोलता है. सर तुम.
Okay. Hmm. So what was the homework?
हम एब्सेंट.
गुड इवनिंग सर.
The tiger is a wild animal. Etc.
So sorry because हम होमवर्क नहीं बना.
It's good. Because tigers are wild animals. Please come. Good evening. What was the homework, guys?
Sir, you gave a page in main book and you told to write a story on the news.
Uh, and I said news I'll check tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. But I asked you guys to do exercise 9 and 10.
What sir? I didn't get.
Because you had left earlier. Exercise 9 and 10.
Yeah, I did that sir.
Oh,
I
good,
sent it the group.
good. Hmm. Okay, people, let's read together. We read the first story yesterday, and we're going to read the second story today first. Sorry, Nate, not until payday. Nate Williams, 10, was shopping with his mom, Tracy. Past continuous, guys. Nate Williams was shopping with his mom, Tracy. He was shopping. Past continuous was
Yes.
shopping. Nate Williams was shopping with his mom, Tracy, in an ASDA supermarket in Liverpool when he spotted a huge toy panda. He spotted means, beta? He saw.
He saw.
Sure.
I just want to say this very important message that vocabulary can be learned best in the right context. You saw the word spotted there and easily made the guess what spotted means because of the context. So always rely on the context to learn vocabulary. Do not memorize words. One word on the left in English and on the right, its translation in your mother tongue. That's a very, very, I will say, ineffective method of learning vocabulary. It only puts you under pressure to keep that word in mind, and it doesn't help you at all with the vocabulary's grammar. Words have their grammar. For example, when you saw this word, when he spotted a
बच
huge toy
गए
panda. So here, spot. Did you not learn that spot is a verb? Did you not realize? You realize that spot is a verb when you read this word? He spotted a huge toy panda. So
Yes, sir.
you got some extra
It's a verb
information.
me too.
It is a verb. Second thing that you learn about spot, that after spot, we don't need to say to or of or anything. He spotted a huge toy panda.
हम्म
We don't need to use any preposition, right? He spotted a huge toy panda. In Hindi, we could say, उसकी नजर एक बड़े से टॉय पांडा पे पड़ी. उसकी नजर एक बड़े से टॉय पांडा पर पड़ी. Sunita is here. Sunita beta. Sunita beta, how do you study? How do you plan to study this way, beta? You walk into the class, no good evening, nothing, no active participation, just silently you are sitting there doing nothing. How do you plan to? हाँ बोलो.
Sir, when I join the class, I try to listen you, and as I'm not getting proper time, so that's why I just do one thing, that listen to you.
Sweetie, I want you to make better use of this class being here, okay?
Yes, sure.
For that, first of all, you have to be on camera like Tani, like Deepika, like Sumit. First thing. First thing. That is the first condition.
Yes.
I made it very clear to you on the very first day.
ये दीदी बहुत अच्छे से इंग्लिश बोलती है
I do it. Give me just 5 minutes. Then
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
sure, 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 sure. So, Nate Williams, 10, was shopping with his mom, Tracy, in an ASDS supermarket in Liverpool when he spotted a huge toy panda. Do you understand the meaning, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, what was Nate Williams doing when he saw the toy panda?
He was shopping
He was shopping with his mom.
with his mom.
What did Nate Williams see when he was shopping with his mom?
He
A
saw panda,
toy.
a huge panda, toy panda.
Very good. He saw a huge toy panda. It cost 15 pounds. Which tense is this? Which tense is this?
सर
Which tense?
15 के बाद आप क्या बोले
15 pounds. Don't worry, sweetie. You're very young, and I know these things are new information for you. Don't worry about them. Like you have rupiah currency in India, Deepika. In different countries have different currencies, and England has pounds. Okay, beta?
Okay.
I think simple past.
It cost 15 pounds. So what is the tense here, guys?
It's a
Simple past.
Simple past. Okay, past simple. It cost. This is the V2, right?
Okay.
It cost 15 pounds. Nate immediately
Fell in love with it. Fell in love with it.
fell in love with it. Nate immediately fell in love with it. Literally, or he liked it a lot?
He liked it a lot.
Yes. Normally, when we say if somebody falls in love with someone, then they fall in love means they start loving that person. But normally we talk about falling in love with people. When we talk about falling in love with things, then we are just using it a little bit in an exaggerated manner. We mean to say that he really, really liked that panda. He really liked that toy panda, right? He immediately fell in love with it. If you say that I walked into this class, on the very first day I fell in love with this class, what does it mean? You fell in love with this class. Means you really liked this class, right? That's all. Okay. Nate immediately fell in love with it. He picked it up and carried it. He picked it up and carried it. But at the checkout, his mom
Told her.
Told her sad little
Sad
boy.
little
His
boy.
mom told her sad little boy that she couldn't afford the panda until her next payday. She couldn't afford the panda until her next payday. She couldn't afford the panda until her next payday. Why do I repeat the lines, phrases? For you. I want you to give yourself some time to appreciate what I'm reading. She couldn't afford the toy panda. She couldn't afford the panda. She didn't have enough money. She told her baby boy, she told her little boy, not baby boy, she told her sad little boy, because he became sad to hear that sweetheart, I can't afford this panda until my next payday. When I get my salary, then I'll buy you. Okay? I can't afford this panda. We can't afford this panda, sweetie. We can't afford this panda until her next payday. She said she couldn't afford the panda until her next payday. Yes. Nate didn't want to say goodbye to his new friend, Pandy. Nate didn't want to say goodbye. He didn't want to say goodbye to his new friend, Pandy. Now, what does that mean? Literally or figuratively?
Figuratively.
Figuratively. Please understand. He didn't want to say goodbye. What do you mean? When you say goodbye to somebody, you separate from them. So he didn't want to say goodbye to his new friend. It means he didn't want to leave the panda in the shop. He didn't want to leave the panda in the shop. He didn't want to say goodbye to his new friend. Is everything all right? What was that? Very strange noise. Yeah, from outside. Okay. Nate didn't want to say goodbye to his new friend, Pandy. So he
Found a cardboard
found a
box.
cardboard box. He found a cardboard box and
Wrote a
And
message.
wrote a message
wrote
on
a
it for
message.
other stuff.
He found a cardboard box and wrote a message on it. He wrote a message on it for other shoppers to read. He wrote a message on it for other shoppers to read. It said, yeah, it said, again, it said, it means what he wrote.
Mm.
We are talking
The
about what
message.
he wrote. Remember, it said, yeah, my mom didn't have enough money to buy me Pandy. My mom didn't have enough money to buy me Pandy today. So she is buying me Pandy on the 5th June. So please don't buy him as it will make me cry. So please don't buy him as it will make me cry. Thank you so much. From hopeful future owner. From hopeful future owner. Because he knew he was not gonna buy it that day. Hopeful future owner.
पानी कम से कम घर में रहते हैं आना जरूरी था
Some shop workers, please make sure that the mic is not unmuted when you talk to people around you. Some shop workers noticed Nate's message. Some shop workers noticed Nate's message. Tani, did you share the link with your friend?
Nandini.
Uh-huh.
Okay, sir.
She messaged me yesterday that she had problems with her phone.
She bought a new phone, sir. That's why.
That's great. Some shop workers noticed Nate's message. Some shop workers noticed Nate's message. Noticed, not noticed. Noticed, no, noticed. Some shop workers noticed Nate's message. एक बार में एक सीखेंगे ना तो ज्यादा अच्छा सीखेंगे. Yeah. Some shop workers noticed Nate's message. अभी कुछ students होंगे जो they will not pay attention to this noticed. हम जैसे बोल रहे हैं वो ध्यान नहीं दे रहे होंगे. 5 मिनट बाद वो खुद पढ़ेंगे noticed. वो ड ही पढ़ेंगे क्योंकि बचपन से पढ़ रहे हैं. तो ध्यान देने पर ही चेंज होना था ना. Some shop workers noticed Nate's message. They They felt sorry for the boy. They felt sorry for the boy. Yeah. Feel sorry for somebody, meaning is clear again. ये भी meaning clear. Sorry बोला बहुत वो होगा. But they felt sorry for the boy. Means they felt bad for the boy or happy for the boy? Bad. They felt bad for the boy. They felt sorry for the boy. And so they clubbed together. They clubbed together. Now tell me, in this sentence, club, did you learn the meaning of club or not from this sentence? They clubbed together. Oh, club is a noun or verb in this sentence?
Verb.
It's a verb.
It's a verb. They club together. So when people club together, they contribute together or they work separately?
They
Contribute together.
contribute together.
They club together. When you want to celebrate a friend's birthday party on a big scale, then what do? You all club together, right? You all decide, okay, pay 200, I'll pay 200. And this way you collect maybe 5,000-6,000 rupees. And then you have a big party, right? So they club together. Now, everybody knew the word club already as a noun. Night club, dance club,
Yes, sir.
health club. Club, everybody knew. But did you ever use club as a verb?
No, sir.
Now, what did you need? Just a sentence right in front of you. They club together. You learned? So this is how new words are learned. New vocabulary is learned, okay? Keep reading, keep reading. If you want to learn lots of new words, read more, listen more, and you will come across new words. Pay attention, learn from the context. And now you learn club as a verb. So you're saying they clubbed together and bought the toy for him.
Bought the toy for him.
No.
Osama? Oh, Lucky. Umama? Umama, it is Lucky's brother's account. Yeah. So I think Lucky is joining online. Lucky, is it you? Lucky, is it you? Lucky, is it you? We cannot see you, Lucky, if is it you. If it is you.
इसने तो bones भी दिखाया।
Umama, with this name. Okay, maybe he'll speak a few minutes later. Give him some time. So they posted a message on Facebook. They bought the toy for him and they posted a message on Facebook to try and find him. They posted a message on Facebook to try and find him. Tracy saw the post.
Saw the post.
Saw the post. Saw the
And they returned to the shop. Tracy saw the post and they returned to the shop to get pandy. Tracy saw the post and they returned to the shop to get pandy. Okay. She couldn't believe how kind the staff were. Now, from this sentence, you learn some grammar. Take a look. Yeah. She couldn't believe how kind the staff were. She couldn't believe how kind the staff were. In this sentence, there is a word staff. She couldn't believe how kind the staff were. The word staff is singular or plural here?
Plural. Plural.
Everybody can see and notice easily that the word staff is plural.
Plural.
How do we know? Because the verb is were. She couldn't believe how kind the staff were. It means the staff is a plural noun. Okay? The staff are, the staff were, the staff have, not the staff has. Okay? She couldn't believe how kind the staff were, she said. Give me a second. Take a look here. Staff, UK. The pronunciation is staff. The group of people who work for an organization, and take a look at this point here. S plus singular or plural verb. There is a good relationship between staff and peoples at the school. Well, this will not help us. The staff are not very happy. The staff are not very happy about the latest pay increase. The staff are not very happy. There are over 100 staff. ये sentence से भी कुछ सीखने को मिला. There are over 100 staff. There is no S. There is no S. There are over 100 staffs. No, there are over 100 staff. So there can be a sentence in an exam where you will see STAFF and S. 100
That would be
staffs.
incorrect.
And that would be incorrect. That would be the error that you were supposed to catch, spot. So in exams, they only ask about such rare things, which can confuse anyone. There are over 100 staff in the company. Okay. Now, a person who works for an organization, she thanked the staff for their dedication. Staff. Okay. Now, this is some meaning which we do not know, but, a long, strong stick held in the hand that is used as a support when walking. Some people use a stick to walk. A long, strong stick held in the hand that is used as a support when walking, as a weapon or as a symbol of authority. So that is also called a staff. Okay, staff means stick as well. Now, this is an extra meaning which is not very common, but it is. Okay, fine. So staff, people, noun. She couldn't believe how kind the staff were. She said, Nate turned to me and said that it was the best day of his life. She said, Nate turned to me and said it was the best day of his life. Okay, read the words. Nate said that it was the best day of his life. Now imagine you are Nate. Imagine you are Nate. What will you say to your mom? Mom, it is the best
Day of my
day
life.
of
It is the best day
my
of my life.
life. And now read. Nate turned to me and said that it was the best day of his life. Jara sochna, please compare karna. The sentence that is in front of you and the sentence that you imagine Nate might have said to his mom. It is the best day of my life, mom. Now his mom is telling us, Nate turned to me and said that it was the best day of his life. It was the best day of his life. Okay. Now we have exercise 10. There are these 6 parts. Where will they go? Have you decided this?
Yes.
Okay. So we have a symbol here. It was a hot day, but the boys were doing well.
They were nearing the finishing line.
They were nearing the finish line. They were nearing the finish line. Now tell me, near is a preposition. You already know. Near is a preposition. Is this near a preposition? Yes or no?
Yeah.
They were
It is
nearing the
verb.
finishing line. Is it a preposition?
No, sir.
It is not a preposition. It is a verb.
Verb.
So near is a verb too, and you can learn when you read. They were nearing the finishing line. We are nearing the end of the course. We are nearing the end of the course. No, that's not true though. That's not true. It's just a sentence. We are only near 3, right? We have plenty to go. Okay, so, yep. They were nearing the finishing line. Means they were reaching close to the finishing line.
Finish
Okay,
line.
yeah. Next sentence, beta. So it was a hot day, but the boys were doing well. They were nearing the finishing line. Now come here. He wasn't running.
He was finding it difficult to
He
walk.
was finding
He was finding it difficult to walk. He was finding it difficult to walk, and he couldn't breathe. He was finding it difficult to walk. Last one. Were at home in Yorkshire. Keith and Kathy were at home in Yorkshire.
They were watching. They
They
were
were watching the
watching
race on
the
TV
race on
when
TV.
Alistair finally pushed his brother over the line. They were watching the race on TV when Alistair finally pushed his brother over the line. Everybody understands? If you have doubts, confusions, don't keep them to yourselves. Share them with me and I will help you. Now, the second story, again, we have 3 more lines here to put in the text. Let's see. Nate immediately fell in love with it. He picked it up and carried it.
While they were doing stuff.
and he was paying.
Guys, Nate immediately fell in love with it. He picked it up and carried it
While they were doing stuff.
while
Their
they were
shopping.
doing their
Doing their
shopping.
shopping.
While they were doing their shopping. Okay. While they were doing their shopping. He picked it up and carried it while they were doing their shopping. It happens with children. When children like something, they carry it with them while the parents are busy shopping. They think that, okay, I've already bought it. Okay. Yeah. But at the checkout,
When she was paying.
When she was paying,
He was paying.
but at the checkout, when she was paying, his mom told her sad
told-
little boy that she couldn't afford the panda until her next payday. And last year, she said,
when we were
When
leaving the
we
shop,
were leaving the shop, Nate turned to
Nate
me
turned
and
to me.
said that it was the best day of his life. When we were leaving the shop, now I'll read the text again with all these lines, okay? Guys, bear with me, read, enjoy, okay? This is this hard work, this extra mile that we go, that is what helps us, okay? Deep learning. Have you heard the concept of deep learning? Everybody is learning, but some people are successful and most people are not. Why is that? Because only some people do deep learning. What is deep learning? When everybody else thinks we have learned, some people say, I need to do it one more time. That's called deep learning. Especially when you are talking about developing skills. Nobody cares about this extra time that you give. But once your skills are better, everybody will give you compliments about them. Let's read. Brotherly love. He did it for mom. Brothers Alistair and Johnny Brownlee were just 6 and 8 years old when they began doing triathlons. They began doing what? They began
Triathlon.
doing triathlons. They were very young when they started doing triathlons. They were just 6 and 8 years old. 2 years ago, they went to London to compete in the Triathlon World Series. It was a hot day, but the boys were doing well. They were nearing the finishing line. It was a hot day, but the boys were doing well. Now you understand why we have the word but here? Because we are contrasting it. Hot day, boys were doing well. Hot day, not good or good? Not good.
for
The
doing
boys
well.
were doing well, good. So there is a contrast. So when there is a contrast, one good thing, one bad thing, you put the word but in between. It was a hot day, but the boys were doing well. They were nearing the finishing line.
Finishing line.
Alistair was running behind his younger brother. Alistair was running behind his younger
Younger brother.
brother. From this line, it is clear or not clear who is the younger brother, who is the older brother?
Yes, sir. Alistair is the older brother.
Right. Alistair was running behind his younger brother. He thought to himself. Nice expression. Man mein sochna. He thought to himself, this is perfect. Johnny is going to win. His younger brother was going to win and he was happy about it. According to him, it was perfect. What does it show? That the brothers had no competitive feelings for each other or with each other. They were happy with each other's success. Here, Alistair was happy that his brother was going to win the race. This is perfect. Perfect means you understand. Nothing, no improvement needed. No improvement needed. Perfect. This is perfect. Johnny is going to win, and I'm going to come second or third. And he's happy with the second position or the third position. Suddenly, with only 700 meters to go, nice expression, I talked about it yesterday. With only 5 minutes to go, I decided to take the risk. Okay, I'm describing an example, okay? That the questions were very difficult. I thought that I would definitely fail. It was a MCQ type exam. There were multiple choice questions. I had to just pick the right answer. I had done only 20% of the questions and I had no idea how I was going to pass. With only 5 minutes to go, I decided to do something too risky. With only 5 minutes to go, it means within 5 minutes, the exam was going to be over. Those were the last 5 minutes of the exam. With only 5 minutes to go, I decided to do something really risky. And I swapped my copy with my friends. Swap, exchange. I said, "Bhai, please answer the questions." Okay, all right. Anyways, with only 700 meters to go, Alistair saw that Johnny was in trouble. Alistair saw, right?
That
Alistair,
Johnny was in trouble.
Alistair saw that Johnny was in trouble. He wasn't running. He wasn't moving at all. He was finding it difficult to walk. Sorry, he was finding it difficult to walk. He wasn't running. He was finding it. He was finding it difficult. Usko mushkil ho rahi thi. He was finding it difficult to walk.
Difficult to walk.
Dekho past continuous. He was finding. He was finding. Was finding. Was finding. Past continuous hai na? He was finding it difficult to walk and he couldn't breathe. Alistair ran up to his brother. Daud ke pahuncha. He ran up to his brother because he was just behind his brother. He ran up to his brother. He put his arm around him and started to run with him to the finishing line. Their worried parents, Keith and Kathy, were at home in Yorkshire. They were watching it on TV. They were watching the race on TV when Alistair finally pushed his brother over the line. Finally, he pushed his brother over the line and Johnny fell to the ground. Fortunately, Johnny was soon well and running again. Yeah, sometimes some athletes, they sometimes push themselves too much in a race and they start to struggle towards the end. But they're strong, they bounce back. So Johnny was.
Fortunately and unfortunately are the same.
How can they be the same? If you can any two words with un and without un be the same? No, doubtedly, undoubtedly cannot be the same. Okay, un is a negative prefix. Un is a negative prefix. Safe, unsafe. Okay, so understand, un is always opposite of the other word. So fortunately is the opposite of unfortunately. Is that what you asked me?
Yeah, and I asked, is there different? Are they different? But yes, they were. So when do we use fortunately, sir, and when do we use unfortunately?
Fortunately, when you are going to say something that was good, unfortunately, that was a bad coincidence. For example, I left home. Unfortunately, it started to rain. Fortunately, I had an umbrella. Right? So unfortunately means something bad happened as a coincidence. And fortunately means something good happened as a coincidence.
Yes, sir, I understood.
Fortunately, Johnny was soon well and running again. Fortunately, Johnny was soon well and running again. I think, this guy, Sumit, he is making the best of this class for himself. Why I said that? Because I didn't know that he would have a problem with it. But he did not hesitate at all. And he asked his question, got his answer. And
So it
thank
was
you.
first time I saying fortunately. The word fortunately. I was always using unfortunately everywhere.
Very interesting. Very
For
interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. When people talk about their mistakes, their confusions like this, the way Sumit is doing, some people, I don't understand why this is true, Sumit, but some people just find it difficult to share their problems publicly with the teacher even, and they are in the class to learn, but they have a lot of hesitation in saying that I had this problem or I have this problem, help me. You did not hesitate because of your self-belief that if you tell me, sir, I will learn. This is what is going on in your mind. Good students believe in themselves. They think that if my teacher explains something to me, I will understand. And this confidence helps them ask the question. And some students, whether they believe it or not, but they actually do not trust themselves. They won't accept it when I say, but they do not trust themselves. They do not have that self-belief that if somebody explains something to me, I'll understand. And because of this fear, they never ask a question. They keep hiding their confusion. They try their best to hide it from other people. ना पता नहीं चलना चाहिए, image खराब हो जाएगा. अरे यार, we are here to learn, not to maintain our image. So well done, Sumit. Because मुझे नहीं कभी पता चलता बेटा कि आपको वहां मुश्किल है. ठीक है, अभी मुझे बताओ, ये कितना मेरा काम आसान कर दिया सुमित ने. अपनी परेशानी मेरे सामने खुद से ले आए. अब मैं अंदाजा लगाऊं कि शायद सुमित को ये परेशानी होगी. कैसे होगा यार? There are a few things where I can maybe make a guess, right? But not
so
everywhere.
now, if I win a game, I would say fortunately I won the match. But
Yes.
earlier I would have said unfortunately we have won the match.
That sounds
I
very
was
funny.
using it for fashion only, means
Oh
to
my
make
goodness. Okay. Very interesting. Everybody, you can learn from Sumit how simple he makes learning, He says, I have a doubt here. I'm thinking perhaps I was wrong. He is fortunately, not unfortunately. I need to discuss. He discussed with me. Although it was a very, very common thing. Everybody, I guess most of you knew, right? Fortunately was positive, unfortunately was negative. But he did not think about all that. He said, मेरे को doubt है, मेरे को पूछना है, बात खत्म. अगर आप सब ऐसा कर दोगे ना, तो मेरा काम इतना आसान हो जाएगा और हम लोग बहुत प्रोडक्टिव हो पाएंगे. वी कैन सेव अ लॉट ऑफ आवर टाइम, ट्रस्ट मी. लेकिन आप लोग क्या करते हो ना, मेरे काम को कॉम्प्लेक्स कर देते हो अपनी प्रॉब्लम को छुपा करके. फिर मुझे, और प्रॉब्लम ये है ना कि मैं ऐसा लल्लू टीचर भी नहीं कि मेरी आपकी प्रॉब्लम जो आप छुपाने की कोशिश करें तो छुप जाए. अक्सर मुझे और ज्यादा अच्छे से पता चलता है कि आप कुछ छुपा रहे हो, और उस समय मुझे गुस्सा आता है क्योंकि आई रियली वांट टू हेल्प यू. So please take it. You can learn from this, from this whole episode. Whenever you have any doubts, any confusion, feel free to ask. Okay. अब आप कह सकते हैं that going back, revising this lesson was not a waste of time at all. Okay. At least not for Sumit. Fortunately, Johnny was soon well and running again. He was soon well and running again. Okay. Well, by the way, well has two meanings. One meaning is when you do something well. For example, he sings very well. He dances very well. Then well is an adverb. Okay, everybody? When you do something well, then well is an adverb. You dance well, you speak well, things like this. But well is an adjective too, and it means healthy. Okay? Johnny was soon well. Now, in this sentence, Johnny was soon well. Tell me, well is an adjective or an adverb? What does it mean?
It's an adjective, sir.
adjective.
It's an adjective and it means healthy.
And I
Johnny
am quite
was, yeah, soon healthy again and running again. You are quite well now running. Good.
well.
Okay. Everybody, well, when you use well with an action verb, for example, my teacher can dance very well. So here, well is an adverb. Okay. My teacher is not very well. We are going to see him. Adjective, healthy.
Adjective.
Right? Yeah. He's not very well. We are going to see him. Fortunately, Johnny was soon well and running again. Their parents felt very proud of both their sons. Why not? Because this is what they want to see from their children. The children look out for each other. Remember the expression, look out for each other? Yesterday I used perhaps.
Yes, sir.
Look out for each other. teammates should look out for each other. Family members should look out for each other. Means they should not only think about themselves. They should keep an eye open for other members of the family, other members of the team as well, right? In this class, the students look out for each other. It means when they realize that their friend has a problem, they try to reach out and help. Okay. Hmm. Moving on. The second story. Sorry, Nate, not until payday. Nate Williams, 10, was shopping with his mom, Tracy, in an ASDA supermarket in Liverpool when he spotted a huge toy panda. So this long sentence has two parts, two clauses, one past simple clause, another past continuous clause. Nate Williams, 10, was shopping with his mom, Tracy, in an ASDA supermarket in Liverpool when he spotted a huge toy panda. It cost 15 pounds. It cost 15 pounds. Yeah, Nate immediately fell in love with it. He picked it up and carried it while they were doing their shopping. He picked it up and carried it while they were doing their shopping. But at the checkout, when she was paying, his mom told her sad little boy that she couldn't afford the panda until her next payday. I can't afford this until my next salary, until my next payday. Nate didn't want to say goodbye to his new friend, Pandy. So he had given him a name, Pandy. That's why inverted commas, okay? Inverted commas show that he started calling him Pandy. Nate didn't want to say goodbye to his new friend, comma, Pandy, between inverted commas. So he found a cardboard box and wrote a message on it for other shoppers to read. It said, remember yesterday in the audio file, it doesn't say. There was a question, what was the name of the restaurant? It doesn't say. It wasn't a restaurant like that, okay? So we use the verb say to talk about the information. It said, what? It means what? The message that he wrote, okay? It said, the message was, in other words, it said, in place of it said, I can say the message was, instead of it said, I can say, the message was, my mom didn't have enough money to buy me pandy today. So she's buying me pandy on the 15th of June. So please don't buy him as it will make me cry. It will make me cry. I will cry because of it. It will make me cry. Don't buy him as it will make me cry. Thank you so much from hopeful future owner. Make me laugh, make me cry. His voice, made me doubt his story. His voice made me doubt his story. Now I'm trying to take you to another level with this make. Okay, everybody? Just a second. Okay, good, good, very nice. The most of the people think that they ask. Which सुनीता बेटा, आपकी इंग्लिश इस क्लास में आने के बाद अगर इम्प्रूव नहीं होगी तो मुझे बहुत बुरा लगेगा। आपकी जो लैंग्वेज लिखने की आदत है उसमें बहुत बड़े बड़े चेंजेस लाने की जरूरत है। आप क्या करते हो, एक वर्ड मैं बोलता हूँ, वर्बोस होता है, मैं बताता हूँ क्यों ऐसा होता है। आप बहुत सारे वर्ड्स यूज करते हो बेटा। मैं आपकी दोस्तों, अगर आप मुझे 2 मिनट दें तो क्या सुनीता के कुछ करेक्शंस कर दें हम लोग, ताकि उससे आप भी बेनिफिट कर सके। ओके फाइन। सो सुनीता राइट्स। अब सुनीता बेटा आप जरा कैमरे पे आ जाएं ताकि हम लोग अनइंटरप्टेड कम्युनिकेशन कर सके। Where are you? Sunita, are you here? Is Sunita here?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Where? I can't see. Yes, Sunita. Yes, Sunita. Okay, Sunita बेटा. सुनीता थोड़ी शाई है, हालांकि लगी नहीं थी मुझे जिस तरह से वो बातें करती थी. She never appeared as a shy person to me, but I don't know. Okay,
I'm saying that.
you are a shy person, all right. You never gave me that impression when you talked to me before you actually joined the class. Sir, most of the people think that if they ask their doubt, अभी फिर से एक और कनेक्टर, which can be silly, what others think. ये जो W वर्ड्स आप डालते हो बीच में, कनेक्टर्स हैं वो. आप इतने कनेक्टर्स ना डालें, because you have no idea कि सेंटेंस आपका कहां पहुंच गया already.
Okay,
Keep the sentences short and simple.
sure.
Most of the people think that if they ask their doubt, which can be silly, what others think about them. क्या हुआ मतलब? हिंदी में बोलिए.
Yes, sir.
हिंदी में बोलिए. Please say it in Hindi.
Sir, I wanted to write that some people have
In Hindi. I said say it in Hindi.
सर मैं ये कहना चाह रही थी जैसे अगर मतलब कोई भी अपने क्वेश्चंस पूछता है तो उन्हें ये डाउट होता है कि अगर हम पूछेंगे अपने क्वेश्चंस तो फिर मे बी लोग हमारे बारे में क्या सोचेंगे, सो दैट्स व्हाई दे आर फीलिंग अफ्रेड और दे आर नॉट
Okay, ठीक है.
स्ट्रेस.
मैं आपकी बात तो वैसे ही समझ रहा था, लेकिन आप जो यहाँ लिखिए उसको देखिए. Most of the people think, चलो लोग सोचते हैं, क्या सोचते हैं? If they ask their doubt, अगर वो पूछेंगे, which can be silly, जो silly हो सकता है, मतलब what others think about them, दूसरे क्या सोचेंगे. ऐसे आप बीच बीच में जोड़ते हुए नहीं चलते, आप सेंटेंस को कंप्लीट करते हैं, छोटे छोटे सेंटेंस लिखते हैं, तब जाके आपको क्षमता बनती है लंबे सेंटेंसेस की दोस्तों. ठीक है, छोटे
Yes.
सेंटेंस कंप्लीट करने हैं आपको. मैं बताता हूँ क्या. Don't ask, and so that's why they don't ask their questions. But if we are learning any language, we support to that. ये क्या हुआ? We support to that.
यस सर.
We support to that मतलब क्या होता है?
सर एक्चुअली मैं ये लिखना चाहती थी कि उनसे उम्मीद की जाती है कि
We
वो
support to
ना.
that. We support to that से हुआ उम्मीद की जाती है उनसे. We
सॉरी,
support.
wanted to write suppose to that.
We
Not
suppose to that. ये भी कुछ नहीं. मुझे पता है
written
आप सब लोग बहुत मेहनत करते हो, बहुत मेहनत करते हो, लेकिन प्रॉब्लम है कि आधा सीखते हो. आधा मत सीखा करो कोई चीज. सपोज वर्ड ऐसे नहीं यूज होता. उम्मीद
Yes, sir.
जिसमें बोलते हैं हम लोग, वो ऐसे होता नहीं. तो फिर आप आधा क्यों सीखते हो? अपना सीखो, वो बेहतर है. आधा मत सीखो. और अगर आधा सीखे तो उसको यूज करने से बचो, जब तक कि आपको महसूस ना होने लगे कि उसका यूज कैसे होना चाहिए. ठीक है, खाना बनने में देर लगता है, लेकिन कभी आपने आधा बना हुआ खाना किसी को सर्व किया है? नहीं किया होगा. कहा होगा रुक जा 10 मिनट, रुक जा 5 मिनट, रुक जा 5 मिनट, 5 मिनट और 5 मिनट और, ऐसा कर करके देर लगाया होगा. लेकिन खाना तो बनाने के बाद ही दिया होगा ना. तो वैसे ही लैंग्वेज में भी, जब आपकी लैंग्वेज पक जाती है वो मुंह से निकलेगी, लेकिन आधे की पकी हुई लैंग्वेज मत निकालिए मुंह से. इट विल मेक यू लुक साउंड वेरी सिली. चलो आगे दिखाता है. सुनीता,
Yes, sir.
you wrote to me on WhatsApp a sentence.
Yes, sir. I will correct it. Actually, while writing, I was doing something, so that's why I have committed so many mistakes.
चलो देख लो क्या है सेंटेंस. ओके, इट्स अ
Sure.
वेरी स्मॉल सेंटेंस, और मैं
Yeah.
आपकी हेल्प करना चाहता हूँ बेटा, और मैं आपको बहुत इन्वॉल्व करना चाहता हूँ अपने क्लास में. पढ़ना ये लाइन को. टुडे आई कुड नॉट अटेंड क्लास, आई एम रियली फीलिंग अपोलोजाइज फॉर दिस.
Yes, sir.
आपको कुछ अजीब नहीं लगा ना?
नहीं लगा.
नहीं लगा. ठीक है दोस्तों.
हाँ.
नहीं लगा। कितने साल मेहनत करी आपने अपने इंग्लिश पे सुनीता?
Sir, I think I did so many hard work, but no one here to guide me, and I didn't get the deep knowledge about English language. I just do it by having a fun.
कितने साल से मेहनत कर रही हैं आप, इंग्लिश सीखने की कोशिश कर रही हैं?
I think sir, 1.5 year.
चलिए देखते हैं। आप में से कई लोगों को एहसास हो रहा होगा कि दिस सेंटेंस डजंट, अच्छा कुछ लोगों को तो एग्जैक्ट पता होगा क्या गलत है, कुछ को फील हो रहा होगा यार कुछ गलत लग रहा है। टुडे आई कुड नॉट अटेंड क्लास, आई एम री, यहां तक तो किसी को अजीब नहीं लगा होगा। टुडे आई कुड नॉट अटेंड क्लास, ठीक है। आई एम रियली फीलिंग अपोलोजाइज फॉर दिस, आपने कभी सुना है लाइन आई एम फीलिंग अपोलोजाइज? व्हाई? बिकॉज फील के बाद आप हमेशा एडजेक्टिव बोलते हो। आई एम फीलिंग सॉरी, आई एम फीलिंग सैड, आई एम फीलिंग हैप्पी, ऐसा ही बोलते हो ना? फील के बाद क्या बोलते हो नॉर्मली? एडजेक्टिव्स।
Adjectives.
आई एम फीलिंग अफ्रेड, आई एम फीलिंग कॉन्फिडेंट।
I'm feeling hot.
हाँ, हॉट, तानी इज फीलिंग हॉट, ओके। ओके, अदर पीपल टेल मी, आप लोग बताएं मुझे फीलिंग अपॉलजीज कैसे होता है?
I
हाँ बोलो
I
सुनीता।
apologized. Yeah.
क्या
Sir,
फिर से बोलना?
it's no grammar rule, but while writing, I committed mistake. I know that. So that
पहली बात है कि यू नो ग्रामर रूल्स, जो ये लाइन है ना, अगर आप इसको अपने जहन से हटा देंगे तो बेहतर होगा, और कहेंगे आई वांट टू लर्न ग्रामर रूल्स तो बेहतर होगा। क्या?
I really need to learn
आई
grammar.
इफ यू न्यू देन यू वुडंट मेक द मिस्टेक। बोलो दोस्तों, अगर मुझे पता है 8 7 15 होता है तो मैं 8 7 14 कैसे लिखूंगा? इसका मतलब है
Yeah.
कहीं ना कहीं मुझे थोड़ा डाउट हो जाता है, तभी तो मैं 14 लिख देता हूँ या 13 लिख देता हूँ। अंडरस्टैंड?
Yes,
तो
I have.
ये बोलना एक लाइन में कि मुझे पता है लेकिन गलत हो गए, आई एम नॉट वेरी वेरी फॉन्ड ऑफ दैट आइडिया। आप नहीं कह सकते आई नो रूल्स बट आई गेट कंफ्यूज। आई नो रूल्स मतलब क्या? बताइए यहाँ पर क्या रूल्स है? सबसे बड़ी बात है कि आप सेंटेंस बनाते हैं, और मैं बनाने से ही खिलाफ हूँ। सेंटेंस बनाना नहीं है, सेंटेंस आने देना दिमाग में, सुन सुन के। आप हिंदी में कहाँ कुछ बनाते हो, कुछ अपना कहाँ बनाते हो? बोलो, जो बोलते हो लगता है सबसे पहले कोई कोई बोल चुका होगा। सुना सुना
God.
लगता है। सुना सुना लगता है दोस्तों, सुना सुना लगता है। ओके, तो हिंदी में ऐसा क्यों नहीं होता है कि आपको बनाना पड़े? अभी बुलवाओ ना, अरविंद से बुलवाओ थोड़ी हिंदी, देखना मजा आ जाएगा। अरविंद, कैन यू से सम हिंदी सेंटेंसेस? अरविंद,
तुम्हारा नाम क्या है?
अरे बड़ी बहुत बढ़िया।
मेरा
एंड
नाम आरव है।
एंड
That's the only two sentences I know.
अच्छा, मे बी आई विल ट्राई एंड हेल्प यू लर्न सम। देखना अपने इन लोगों को थोड़ा सा मजा आप दे सकते हो, थोड़ा सा एंटरटेनमेंट हो जाएगा इनका। बोलो आप कि मैं हिंदी नहीं जानता हूँ लेकिन मैं हिंदी सीखने की कोशिश करता हूँ।
I don't know.
अच्छा, नहीं समझ में आया, बिल्कुल पल्ले नहीं पड़ा। मैं हिंदी नहीं जानता, मैं हिंदी नहीं जानता।
I don't know Hindi.
हाँ, बस यही हिंदी में बोलना है लेकिन आपको, से इट
मैं
इन हिंदी। हाँ 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 हाँ,
मैं हिंदी नहीं जानता,
लेकिन सीखने की कोशिश करता हूँ,
लेकिन
सीखने की कोशिश करता हूँ।
लेके सीखने की कोशिश करता।
ओके, करता, करता के बाद हूं पर नहीं चाह पाए, वो पता है ना, वो छूट गया, वहां हूं छूट गया, उनके ध्यान से छूट गया। ओके, बाकी सब कॉपी किए। तो अगर वो, आपको क्या लग रहा है क्यों आपके देश के एक इंसान ऐसे हिंदी में स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं? क्योंकि उनको हिंदी उतना अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं मिला है सुनने का। आप उनकी लैंग्वेज नहीं बोल पाओगे एक लाइन भी, तो प्लीज एक ही बात है, आप सेंटेंस बनाओ मत मेरे दोस्तों। मुझे ये फ्रेज से बड़ी मुश्किल है कि सेंटेंस बनाना, तुम बेवकूफ बनते हो, सेंटेंस नहीं बनाते। ओके, तो प्लीज जस्ट लिसन एंड लिसन एंड लिसन। आने दो ना, भरने दो ना, दिमाग में काफी भरा जाए, उसके बाद मुंह से निकलेगा सही सही। ठीक है? तो सुनीता, जितना टाइम बिताना है लिसनिंग करते हुए बिताओ इंग्लिश।
Yes. Sure.
अच्छा, आप बोलना चाह रही थी, मुझे बुरा लग रहा है, आई एम फीलिंग सॉरी फॉर दिस, आई एम फीलिंग
Sorry for
सॉरी। अपोलोजाइज को हटाइए, सॉरी लिखिए। अब अपोलोजाइज कैसे यूज करिएगा ये सोचिए, हाउ कैन यू यूज द वर्ड अपोलोजाइज?
I apologize.
Apologize is a verb. Apologize is a verb. I apologize for being absent today. I apologize for being absent today. This is a simple sentence. You are saying sorry, which means apologize. You are apologizing for being absent. You don't need to. Apologize is a formal word. It's slightly formal. You don't use it with friends. You simply say, I'm sorry. You don't say, I apologize. Yeah, you say it in a formal situation, okay? You're writing an apology letter. Okay, an apology letter. Formal word, apology. Apology is a noun. Apology is a noun. Apologize is a verb. So somebody who reaches higher levels can understand the difference between parts of a speech. Otherwise, for a lot of people, apology and apologize, so not clear. What is the difference? एक ही जैसा लगता है. Apology is a noun, is a thing. I want a thing. I want what? I want apology from you. Understand? I want you to apologize to me. So slowly and slowly, we take you to that level where you can handle this kind of stuff. Advanced level of English, C1, C2 level of English is a dream for all the learners, okay? But a very, very small fraction of learners reach C1, C2 level. Most of them end up and lose their, total, I will say, excitement and desire and everything, motivation by B1 level, B2 level. When you have reached B2 level, you can communicate in English. You can, work in English. You will not have any problems when, you're being hired. You'll pass the interview, no problems. But C1, C2 level gives you that comfort zone where you feel like you're speaking your own language when you speak English. You do not feel the difference whether you're speaking your mother tongue or you're speaking English. It's the same for you. But again, very few people reach C1, C2 level. And unless you're ready to work for a long time, don't even think of reaching C1, C2 level. You have to work for 3-4 years to reach that level, okay? C1, C2 level. But when I said 2-3 years, it doesn't mean for everybody. Some people are really talented. Talented in a sense, they learn very quickly, okay? For them, maybe 1 year, maybe 2 years. And some might need 5 years as well. It depends on individuals for sure, but yes. And C1, C2 level is a band score of 8 or 9 on IELTS. Okay. तो बेटा आपने वर्ड्स खाली रख दिया था, है ना सुनीता? फीलिंग भी लिख दिया, अपॉलजीज भी लिख दिया, अपॉलोजाइज भी लिख दिया. वैसे नहीं होता है. आपको उन शब्दों को महसूस करना होता है. उसके लिए बार बार सीखना, सुनना पड़ता है, पढ़ना पड़ता है. अब यहाँ देखो, इस टेक्स्ट को जो लोग 5 बार बैठ के पढ़ेंगे, ऊपर से नीचे तक 5 बार पढ़ेंगे घर में, और कोई 1 बार पढ़ेगा, तो कौन ज्यादा बेनिफिट लेगा लैंग्वेज का? जो 5 बार पढ़ रहा है, ऑब्वियसली. सो यू हैव टू spend time reading this text 5 times. Now, some people will say, oh, it's boring. Of course it is boring. But you have to make it interesting by learning new things while you're reading. Every time you're reading, observe something new, pay attention to something new, and you will not be bored. But if you're learning nothing, if your observation skills are very low, then what happens? You read the second time and you say, "Abko ji, padh rahe, pata nahi. Why I'm reading? You have no idea."
Sure.
So read carefully at home, guys. This is the only option you have. When you have a text, read it again and again. When you have an audio file, listen to it again and again. This is natural flow of language, okay? You can benefit so much from this kind of language. Moving on, we will finish it now quickly. Some shop workers noticed Nate's message. They felt sorry for the boy. They felt, now felt sorry is different. Felt sorry is different. It is sympathy. You have sympathy for someone, you feel sorry for them. You heard that a man's wife divorced him, after 2 days of marriage. All right. Okay, when you heard about Hardik Pandya's divorce, You guys felt sorry for Hardik Pandya, right? Yeah. Okay. And when you heard about Kareena Kapoor and Shahid Kapoor, then everybody felt sorry for Shahid Kapoor, not Kareena Kapoor. Okay. So feel sorry for somebody means to have sympathy for someone. Okay. Hmm. So they felt sorry for the boy. Nice expression, feel sorry for someone. Okay. Um, sometimes you can use it to insult people as well. For example, you meet your old friend who was a little arrogant and all, okay, about his wealth, and now you realize that his wealth is all gone. Then you can say, I feel sorry for you. And he will feel really bad if you say this line in his face. I feel sorry for you. You were so good. What happened? What happened to your, you know, which bike? Very expensive bullet bike, huh? You're riding a bicycle now? I feel so sorry for you. Okay. You defeat somebody in a game and you say, yeah, I feel sorry for you. Okay, that is like really insulting that person. Okay. They felt sorry for the boy. And so they clubbed together and bought the toy for him. They posted a message on Facebook. Easy sentences, subject, verb. They posted a message on Facebook to try and find him. For the purpose, they wanted to find that guy. Tracy saw the post and they returned to the shop. They returned to the shop. They returned to the shop. To always shows the direction of movement. Okay. They returned where? To the shop to get Pandy. She couldn't believe how kind the staff were. She didn't expect that the staff would, club together and buy the gift, buy the, toy for her son. She said when? While she was, while they were leaving,
Returning
while they were leaving, when we were leaving
while
the
they were
shop.
leaving the
Yeah.
shop.
So she said, when we were leaving the shop, Nate turned to me and said, it was the best day of his life. Now imagine Nate turning to his mother and saying something. Can you imagine that? Imagine Nate leaving the shop with his mom holding fingers, and he turns to his mother and looks at his mother and says, Mom, it is the best day of my life, right? But look at the words here. Nate turned to me and said, it was the best day of his life. Done, everyone? Now, exercise 3.7, I'm gonna play. 3.7, I'm gonna play 3.7 for you. And I'll share the audio file with you as well. Now it is up to you. The audio will be available, the text will be available. And if you still don't want to listen, what can I say? What can I say? 3.7.
3.7 Good news or bad news? 1.
Guys, it is in the text.
Brotherly love. He did it for Mum.
Brothers Alistair and Johnny Brownlee were just 6 and 8 years old when they began doing triathlons. 2 years ago, they went to London to compete in the Triathlon World Series. It was a hot day, but the boys were doing well. They were nearing the finishing line. Alistair was running behind his younger brother. He thought to himself, this is perfect. Johnny's going to win, and I'm going to come second or third. Suddenly, with only 700 meters to go, Alistair saw that Johnny was in trouble. He wasn't running, he was finding it difficult to walk, and he couldn't breathe. Alistair ran up to his brother. He put his arm round him and started to run with him to the finishing line. Their worried parents, Keith and Kathy, were at home in Yorkshire. They were watching the race on TV when Alistair finally pushed his brother over the line and Johnny fell to the ground. Fortunately, Johnny was soon well and running again. Their parents were very proud of both their sons.
2. Sorry, Nate. Not until payday.
Nate Williams, 10, was shopping with his mum Tracy in an Asda supermarket in Liverpool when he spotted a huge toy panda. It cost £15. Nate immediately fell in love with it. He picked it up and carried it while they were doing their shopping. But at the checkout, when she was paying, his mum told her sad little boy that she couldn't afford the panda until her next payday. Nate didn't want to say goodbye to his new friend, Pandy, so he found a cardboard box and wrote a message on it for other shoppers to read. It said, "My mum didn't have enough money to buy me Pandy today, so she's buying me Pandy on the 15th of June. So please don't buy him, as it will make me cry. Thank you so much, from hopeful future owner." Some shop workers noticed Nate's message. They felt sorry for the boy, and so they clubbed together and bought the toy for him. They posted a message on Facebook to try and find him. Tracy saw the post, and they returned to the shop to get Pandy. She couldn't believe how kind the staff were. She said, "When we were leaving the shop, Nate turned to me and said that it was the best day of his life."
Okay. So that was the text. Now, questions. We are going to form questions with these words. Make questions about your story. Ask and answer them with your partner. Okay, guys, write as many questions as you can think of with these words. What, when, where, who, why, how old, how much. I mean, you know both the stories, right? I want you guys to think of as many questions as possible about the two stories. As many questions as you can think of. Have you done it already, or you're going to do it maybe today?
I did
Sir,
it, sir.
I haven't done it.
Let's do it now then. Guys, write questions. This will be your homework. This will be your homework. You will write as many questions as you can think of. Right. Because you know both the stories very well. You know the answers too. So the answers don't matter. The questions. Okay. For example, who was Nate Williams shopping with? Who was Nate Williams shopping with? Is it a question or not? Valid question?
Yes, sir.
What's the answer? Was shopping with his
Nate
mom.
Williams shopping with his mother.
Yes. What did he see?
He saw a big panda.
A big panda.
A big toy panda.
What was the problem?
His mother
Couldn't
His
afford the
mother couldn't
panda,
afford that
the
time.
panda.
right? What did he do when he saw the panda? When he saw the panda, what did he do when he saw the panda?
He wrote a letter.
No, that's not right. That's not right. What did
He
he
picked
do
it.
when he saw the panda?
He carried the panda.
He just
He
followed.
carried the panda everywhere with him.
He wants to carry.
He carried
He
the
carried,
panda
yes, sir. He
everywhere.
carried.
What did he do? My question was, what did he do? So think of as many questions as you guys can think of. All right. That will be your task for tomorrow. Now we are moving on.
I wrote some questions.
You have already written some questions, Tani?
Yes.
All right. Would
Yes.
you like to share with us? Go on, Tani. Okay, look at the project work here. It says find a news story that interests you. There is something to learn here as well. यहाँ भी सीखने के लिए है language. You can learn language. Find a news story that interests you. Right? एक ऐसी न्यूज स्टोरी ढूंढिए जिसमें आपका इंटरेस्ट हो. English, find a news story that interests you. Now, news stories about politics, do they interest you? They don't interest me much. News stories about crime in your local area? As far as they are, stealing crimes, robbery crimes, they don't interest me. I know these things happen here. But if it is about women's safety, then definitely, I feel very, very concerned. And I read that news story because I have got daughters, sisters, Yeah, I worry. Okay. So find a news story that interests you. That's the only condition. Any news story that interests you. And do some research. In the next lesson, bring in pictures and articles and tell the class about the story. Show the pictures and tell the class about the story. Be prepared to answer questions. People will ask you questions, so you will answer them. This project work will be for the day after tomorrow, for Monday. Project work is for Monday, everyone, so that you have extra time.
Monday or Tuesday?
I will be absent on Monday, sir.
What is special on Monday?
It's Janmashtami.
Hi, Saab, please.
I have many works, sir.
I have a lot of work. Work is not uncountable.
Okay, sir. I have a lot of work.
अरे एक बात ध्यान में नहीं जाता इन लोग. Many work नहीं बोल सकते. और मैंने तुमने बोला भी तो था. तो work का ही बोला. Why did you
Works
say?
बोला.
तो work नहीं बोलना. Work countable नहीं है. Okay?
Okay.
Homework भी countable नहीं है. So, but the class is on Monday, guys. Please. Guys, you will be present. The rest of you, Tani will be absent only because Tani has to.
Me too.
Oh, Saurav. Tani, you have to make Krishna ji happy. Yeah. All right. Just buy butter, okay? Buy butter, half a kilo butter, and put it in front of his photo, and just forget about everything. So, fine. And in the practice book, what we have done? What have we done? Anything? Unit 3? Nothing. We haven't started Unit 3. I think we have. We have already started Unit 3, haven't we? In the practice book, guys?
No, sir. Oh. My grades are very bad.
Good news, bad news. Oh, okay, fine. In that case, so fine. Guys, on Monday, we will have that project work where you guys will bring some news story, pictures and articles, and you will tell the story. We will ask you questions. And for tomorrow, you have two things to do. One, you need to write questions about these two stories, and you need to do exercise 3. What is it? Oh, about those news headlines. Okay. Now we have got too much to do.
I have a request to you that send this pages and groups.
Yeah, sure. Definitely, I will. So what shall we do for tomorrow? ये एक गड़बड़ हो गई है. The moment she mentioned
Story of the news for about the headline, the homework of news for the head, writing about the headline.
writing
for
its
tomorrow.
details of the news headlines. Yeah, I know. Okay, fine. I think you guys have already done it.
I thought it is for.
Can you finish what you're saying, Sumit?
What's that?
Can you finish what you're saying? I couldn't hear you. Couldn't understand what you said.
I'm saying I thought that homework is for today.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So I
No worries. No worries. Guys, let me clarify what the homework for tomorrow will be. Okay. First and the most important homework for tomorrow is you guys write lots of questions about the two stories. Which two stories? Nate Williams and the
brother.
Brownlee
The two
brothers.
brothers.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys write lots of questions. That's first homework. Second piece of homework is this page that I have shared, okay, in the group. This page will be your homework. And anything else? And then the third story, finally, if we have time, then I will check your story, the story you have written for the news headlines. Okay, fine. And what do we do now? Because we still have a few minutes. Okay, we will listen to a song today after a long time. Right. Yeah, we will listen to a song. Chalo, Sunita wanted to use the word supposed. Okay, so I'm gonna play a song where the word supposed will be used, and I hope everybody will learn how to use the word supposed in a sentence. How am I supposed to? How am I supposed to live without you? A very, very sad song it is.
How am I supposed to live without you?
How am I supposed to live without you? Lyrics. Okay. So what do we do first? We read the lyrics first, okay? We read the
is
lyrics.
suppose a verb.
अभी थोड़ी देर के लिए पहले देखें अगर ईडी लगा है तो
Yes,
वर्ब
sir.
तो है इसमें दो मत नहीं है लेकिन आप ये भी जानती है आई एम बोर्ड तो वो एडजेक्टिव भी है ना?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am bored.
How am I supposed to live without you?
It's an adjective.
How am I supposed to? Okay. Suppose, suppose. Okay, I started the sentence with the word suppose. Very funny. Suppose a husband wanted to eat chicken curry. Okay. But he's not a very rich man. Okay. He said to his wife, feel like eating chicken curry in the morning, he said. Okay. And he did not give extra money to his wife. All right. He did not do anything. He came home in the evening. And when his wife put in front of him the regular meal, dal bhat sabji, then he said I wanted to eat chicken curry. Then the wife says, how was I supposed to cook chicken without any money? How was I supposed to cook chicken when you did not give me any money? Now you understand how we use the word supposed. How was I supposed to cook chicken curry when you did not bring chicken home or you did not give me any extra money to buy chicken? All right. So how was I supposed to? Now the question is, how am I supposed to live without you? Now start here. I could hardly believe it. I could hardly believe it. I could not believe it. I could hardly believe it means I could not believe it. I could nearly not believe it. Okay. I could hardly believe it. यकीन ही नहीं हुआ हमको तो. In Hindi we say line like this. हमको तो यकीन ही नहीं हुआ. I could hardly believe it. When I heard the news today. Okay. When I heard the news today, I could hardly believe it. I could not believe it. I had to come and get it straight from you. So that's why I came to ask you whether it is true or not. I had to come and get it straight from you. I heard the news. The news was about the girl, right? The guy is saying, I heard the news about you, but I could not believe it. So I had to come and get it straight from you. I had to ask you directly whether it is true. They said you were leaving. They said you were. So what was the news he heard? That she was leaving. So he's now saying to the girl, they said you were leaving. Someone has swept your heart away. Someone has swept your heart away. किसने आपका दिल जीत लिया? This is a nice expression in English. Sweep somebody's heart away. Okay? Sweep somebody's heart away. Okay? Dil उड़ा ले जाना. Okay? All right. Somebody has swept your heart away. And now, next line. From the look upon your face, I see it is true. So did he ask the girl? He didn't ask the girl. Because when he saw the girl, he realized, bhai, sahi hai. Somebody has swept her heart away. From the look upon your face, I see it is true. So tell me all about it. Tell me what's the plan. Tell me about the plans you're making. When you are in love with someone, you make plans, right? Yeah, tell me about the plans you're making. Tell me one thing more before I go. Tell me one thing more before I go. Tell me, how am I supposed to live without you? Oh my goodness. Goosebumps. You get goosebumps when you understand what you are hearing, you know. Tell me, how am I supposed to live without you? Now that I've been loving you so long. One-sided love. It is a story of one-sided love. The guy has been in love with that girl, but he never told her. He was friends with her, right? He thought one day maybe things will work out. But suddenly there was an entry of another person. Yeah. Now that I've been loving you so long, how am I supposed to live without you? And how am I supposed to carry on, continue my life like this? When all that I have been living for is gone. You are the only person I've been living for. All that I've been living for is gone. What is gone? Everything that I've been living for. Everybody's living for something. You're living for something. You're living for something. I'm living for something. When everything that I've been living for is gone, how am I supposed to carry on? And then he says, I didn't come here for crying. I didn't come here for crying. I've not come here to cry. I didn't come here for crying. Didn't come here to break down. To break down means also the same. To cry. It is just a dream of mine is coming to an end. It's just a dream of mine is coming to an end. And how can I blame you? I can't even blame you. Because when I built my world around the hope that one day we would be so much more than friends. One day we would be more than friends. We would be, this is what he was hoping. He never told the girl. It means they were friends, right? And that's why he came to talk to her. Hey, is it true? But when he looked at her, he realized, yes, it is true. She's in love with somebody now. His story is over. His chapter is over. Tell me, I don't want to know the price I'm going to pay for dreaming. I don't want to know the price I'm going to pay for dreaming. Even now, it is more than I can take. Even now, it is more than I can take. It is too much for me. I paid a big price for dreaming. What did he dream? He dreamed of that girl as his wife, right? Yeah. So the song, guys, you have to, I'm sharing the link. Add it to the queue means I can't play it here because, yes. I can't hear the song, only the
थोड़े सर आज मेरा सॉन्ग सुन ले।
It's karaoke, guys. It's not the song. It's karaoke. Karaoke. So you have to listen to this song on YouTube, maybe. Unfortunately, yeah. Zafri, you wanna sing?
No sir.
You said you wanna sing.
He said.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, I'll share the song in the group. I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna love this song. How am I supposed to live without you? Means, how do you expect me to live without you? The meaning is, how do you expect me to live without you? How am I supposed to live without you? How am I supposed to help you when you don't want to help yourself? So am I supposed to? Are you supposed to do something? Okay, this is how we use the word. And जितनी बार सुनोगे उतना बेहतर सीखोगे. हड़बड़ाना नहीं सीखने में. Just give more time. Okay, let's meet tomorrow, guys. And don't forget to write lots of questions, everybody. Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye.
Bye sir.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
sir.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye. Good night.